Hi there. Real quick before we jump into the episode. If you enjoy this episode, or any of the other episodes, be sure to give us a follow or subscribe. It would also be great if you shared it with a friend, or better yet, left a review so others can know how awesome it is. Thanks so much. And now, the episode.
Hey there, Press Starters, and welcome to the Press Start Leadership Podcast, the podcast about game-changing leadership, teaching you how to get the most out of your product and development team and become the leader you were meant to be. Leadership coaching and training for the international game industry professional. Now, let me introduce you to your host, the man, the myth, the legend, Christopher Mifsud.
Hey there, Press Starters, and welcome back to another awesome edition of the Press Start Leadership Podcast. On this week's episode, we'll be discussing achieving game development success, mastering SMART goals in the video game industry. Enhance leadership and drive team performance with strategic goal-setting techniques tailored for game studios. In the fast-paced and ever-evolving video game industry, effective leadership is critical for driving innovation, managing dynamic teams, and delivering successful projects. One of the key tools for effective leadership is SMART goal setting, a methodology that enhances clarity, focus, and productivity within teams. This comprehensive guide explores how leaders in the video game industry can leverage SMART goals to maximize their team's potential and steer their projects to success. Understanding SMART goals. SMART is an acronym that stands for specific, measurable, achievable, relevant, and time-bound. This framework helps leaders set clear and concise goals that are directly aligned with their strategic objectives. Here's how each component of the SMART framework applies to leadership in the video game industry. Specific. Goals should be clear and specific to provide teams with a detailed understanding of what needs to be accomplished. Measurable. There should be a way to measure the progress towards each goal, allowing for tracking and adjustment. Achievable. While goals should be challenging, they must also be attainable to keep teams motivated. Relevant. Each goal should contribute towards the broader objectives of the game development project or the organization. Time-bound. Providing a deadline for each goal helps prioritize tasks and manage time effectively. Implementing SMART goals in game development. Effective goal setting in game development not only drives project completion, but also fosters innovation and creativity within teams. To implement SMART goals effectively, leaders must integrate this framework into their daily operations and strategic planning. Step 1. Goal identification. The first step is identifying the critical objectives that need to be achieved. These might include project milestones, quality targets, budget constraints, or market entry points. Leaders should involve their teams in this process to ensure that the goals are understood and embraced by everyone involved. Step 2. Refining goals using the SMART framework. Once the primary goals are identified, refine them to ensure they meet all the SMART criteria. For instance, if the goal is to develop a new game feature, the SMART version might be: develop a user customizable character feature that can be demonstrated in a playable prototype form by Q3, ensuring the feature is tested and feedback is integrated 2 months before the final release. Step 3. Communication and documentation. Clearly communicate these goals to all relevant team members and stakeholders. Documenting these goals in a shared space where everyone can see and refer back to them ensures transparency and alignment. Step 4. Tracking and reporting. Establish regular check-ins and updates to monitor the progress of each goal. This can be done through weekly team meetings, digital dashboards, or project management tools. These check-ins allow for adjustments and realignment as necessary, ensuring that the goals remain relevant and achievable. Step 5. Review and reflect. Once a goal is achieved or the deadline is reached, conduct a review session to analyze the success and areas of improvement. This reflection helps in learning from each goal-setting cycle, improving the process continuously. Benefits of SMART goals in video game leadership. Implementing SMART goals provides several benefits that are particularly impactful in the video game industry. Enhance focus and efficiency. Clear and specific goals prevent wastage of resources and time by focusing efforts on what is most important. Improve team motivation and engagement. Achievable and relevant goals motivate teams as they can see how their efforts contribute to larger objectives. Better decision making. With measurable and time-bound targets, leaders can make informed decisions based on progress data and timelines. Increased accountability. When goals are documented and communicated, it increases accountability among team members, fostering a responsible work environment. Advanced techniques in SMART goal setting. To elevate the effectiveness of SMART goals, leaders in the video game industry can employ several advanced techniques that tailor the goal-setting process to the nuanced demands of game development. Iterative goal refinement. Continuous feedback loop. Implement a system where goals are regularly reviewed and refined based on ongoing feedback from team members and stakeholders. This approach ensures that goals remain relevant and align with evolving project requirements and market conditions. Agile integration. Incorporate SMART goals into agile development practices. Use SMART planning and retrospectives to set short-term achievable goals that contribute to the larger game development milestones. Alignment across departments. Cross-functional collaboration. Ensure that goals set by different departments, development, art, marketing, are not only SMART, but also interlinked and supportive of each other. This alignment prevents silos and ensures cohesive progress towards the game's overall success. Shared visibility. Use shared digital platforms where goals and progress can be viewed by all relevant team members. This transparency fosters a sense of unity and collective responsibility. Tools for effective SMART goal management. Leveraging the right tools can dramatically enhance the tracking, management, and achievement of SMART goals in a game development context. Project management software. Trello, Asana, or Jira. These tools offer features for setting tasks, assigning responsibilities, and tracking progress against specific timelines and metrics, making them ideal for managing SMART goals. Gantt charts and road mapping tools. Software like Microsoft Project or RoadMonk can help visualize the timeline of SMART goals across the project lifecycle, clarifying how individual goals fit into the broader project timeline. Analytics and reporting tools. Dashboard tools like Tableau and Power BI. These tools can be used to create real-time dashboards that display the progress towards SMART goals, offering insights into areas needing attention. Feedback and survey tools. Platforms like SurveyMonkey or Google Forms can be used to gather ongoing feedback from team members about goal-setting processes, which can inform future goal refinement. Cultivating a goal-oriented culture. For SMART goals to be truly effective, they need to be deeply embedded in the studio's culture. Cultivating a goal-oriented culture involves more than just setting objectives. It requires nurturing an environment where every team member is engaged with and motivated by these goals. Strategies to cultivate a goal-oriented culture. Regular goal-oriented meetings. Hold regular meetings where the main agenda is to review goal progress, discuss challenges, and celebrate achievements. This keeps goals in the forefront of team activities. Recognition and rewards. Establish a system of recognition and rewards that celebrate both individual and team achievements in meeting or exceeding their SMART goals. This not only motivates, but also reinforces the importance of goal-oriented efforts. Leadership endorsement. Leaders should consistently endorse and reflect the goal-oriented culture in their communications and behaviors. Leadership endorsement is crucial in legitimizing and reinforcing cultural norms. Sustaining goal-driven leadership. Sustaining goal-driven leadership involves continuous learning, adaptation, and commitment to the principles of SMART goal setting. It requires leaders to remain committed to the process, even when faced with setbacks or when initial goal outcomes are not as expected. Long-term strategies for sustaining leadership. Ongoing leadership training. Encourage leaders to engage in continuous professional development focused on advanced goal setting, strategic planning, and motivational techniques. Feedback mechanisms for leaders. Implement structured feedback mechanisms that allow leaders to receive constructive feedback on their goal setting and leadership practices from their teams and peers. Reflective practices. Promote the use of reflective practices where leaders regularly assess their own leadership and goal setting effectiveness, learning from past experiences to refine future approaches. Final thoughts. Mastering SMART goal setting in the video game industry is a dynamic and ongoing process that requires dedication, strategic thinking, and a collaborative spirit. By implementing advanced techniques, leveraging effective tools, and cultivating a goal-oriented culture, leaders can ensure that their teams are not only aligned with, but also actively contributing to the studio's objectives. Furthermore, by sustaining goal-driven leadership, studios can navigate the complexities of game development, adapt to changing market dynamics, and achieve sustained success. Through this comprehensive approach, SMART goals become more than just a framework. They transform into a fundamental driving force behind the studio's achievements and innovations in the competitive world of video gaming. All right, and that's this week's episode of the Press Start Leadership Podcast. Thanks for listening, and as always, thanks for being awesome. Oh, hi there. The episode's over, but thanks for sticking around till the end. If you're on the quest to elevate your team's leadership, production, or game design capabilities, I'm here to assist. Leveraging extensive experience and a strategic approach, I offer personalized audits, bespoke workshops, and leadership retreat facilitation to drive your team toward excellence. My commitment is to provide efficient, reliable, and proven support, ensuring you have the tools and insights needed to thrive. Ready to unlock your team's full potential and achieve unparalleled success? Don't hesitate to press start on your journey to transformation today. Feel free to reach out directly to discuss how we can tailor a solution to meet your unique needs and goals. Let's connect and take your team's performance to the next level.